Morning, and what a beautiful day it is today. A little bit cloudy, but we're hoping it's cleared up a little bit now. Still showers around, might get one of those 2 showers later. And my first job I'm going to do today is I'm by the brassica bed. Okay, and you see got quite a few weeds in. So I'm going to pull those few weeds out. The spinach is doing well. Okay, I'll give you all of the details of those on the video. We use a net, and the net's to keep the cabbage white butterflies off your brassicas. If they get on there, they lay the eggs, hatch to caterpillars, and you certainly won't have very good brassicas. They're looking really good at the moment. These here are broccoli, and just underneath at the back there, that's kale. A few peas on the end. Okay, and I've got some leeks in here. And they're looking pretty good as well. Again, could do with a weed. So that's what I'm up to at the moment. I haven't really spoken yet about our goldfish pond. Okay, I want to talk mostly about this yellow flower that you see at the end there. I'm going to show you a photograph of this flower in our wildlife area. It's about 2 to 3 years since I potted this. Finish weeding now. So what I'm going to do next is just get in between them with my hand and just break the soil up. If you find any more weeds, just chuck them out. Okay, and that just stops the weeds coming back quite so quick the next time. Just give them a bit of a shufty up. The soil looks good. And the next thing now, put the net back over to stop those wretched cabbage whites. So here's the leeks. You'll see the ones at the back are much bigger than these smaller ones at the front. And they're sort of very thickly sown at the moment. So what I'm going to do is thin them out, move them to a different bed, and then hopefully they'll grow on as well. And this is an excellent tool for transplanting things like leeks, but you can use it for all sorts of different things. So what I'm going to do is just pick it up and sort of dib a little hole in the ground. And I'm going to do a whole host of them across here and then put the leeks into them very shortly. So I'm looking for 16 or so good quality leeks to put into there. Okay, got the leeks in now. You probably can't see them that well, but what they really do need now is a really good water. So I'm going to put a can of water on them very shortly. And wherever you can, always use rainwater. All watered, and I'll keep you updated on the lake front. And a little bit of spare area between the netting and the wall. I wonder what could go in there. Yep. I'll put some more follow-on spinach in there. And the spinach seeds are quite big, so they're quite easy to handle. And I planted them roughly about 1 inch apart. You don't have to be exact. So just somewhere near is just perfect. Give them a water now. Okay, what you shouldn't do is directly water plants when in bright sunlight, because if it does, it can burn them. But obviously they're seeds, so that won't hurt them. And with the leeks, I actually watered in between the plants, so they haven't actually got any water on them neither as such. It's the soil. This is our kale. Germinated really well, but when I transplanted, a number of them died, and I'm not sure why. Maybe the time of the year. Got some beet here. They're quite small at the minute. Can be used for the leaves for salads. Can be boiled, roasted, or my favourite is put in vinegar and sliced up. Absolutely lovely pickled beetroot. And over here you can see my shadow. I've got some small carrots. Over there there's some much bigger carrots, and I'm probably going to be putting some more carrots in today, and if I do, they'll be going in this bed and they'll be my main crop carrots. So then here's the first quiz: what to do with the weeds? Chuck them in a bin. Them to the ducks. Put them in the compost. Well done, you're learning fast. Putting in some dwarf beans now, and this is a tip that I use. I put a board across so you're never standing on the soil, and then it doesn't make the soil hard. Okay, so it's always really easy to work. Okay, definitely works, that does. And here's another tip I'm going to show you very shortly. Okay, so what I've done, I've sort of moulded the shape of the holes I'm going to use by using a pot. I can't do this next bit and show you because obviously I need 2 hands, but you'll see the results very shortly. Now, people don't like putting very small seeds in, and carrots are down there with the smallest of all. Okay, and they can be quite tricky, so just get your fingers and thumb and just sprinkle them as lightly as you can across that row. And when you're finished, just cover the seed row up. So I planted another row and I watered the very first row that I put in. And I'll be moving back now, doing exactly the same. Plant one row, water one row, moving my way down. Now carrots are great because when they're young, they're really nice and sweet, lovely little vegetable. Okay, and when they get older, you can pull them out, dry them, and they store really well over winter. And what I'm going to do early next year is put a few early carrots in the greenhouse. Okay, so hopefully we'll have early carrots before the other ones have run out. So this may be one of the first successes of Gardening 365, fruit and veg all the year round. That's 5 rows of carrots now I've put in. They're my mid ones. Okay, so I put a few early ones that you've probably seen. And those are the mid ones, and about August time now I will put my very late ones in, and they'll be the ones that I'll store for the rest of the year. So there they are, the 5 rows. The beans I put in earlier, and the leeks. So raised bed 3 is just over half full. All my seeds are keep in a tin just in case I'm outside one day and it comes on with a shower. At least they stay dry for short term as well, so I like that idea. I've always liked making homemade wines and beers and ciders and stuff. Since we've been on a new house, I really haven't had a chance to do it, but this year I'm going to change and I'm going to start making some different things. I've started cider, okay, and obviously I make it with everything out of the garden. Am I allowed to discuss that on this site? Or would you really like to know how I make my cider? Now maybe if we got to 400 likes I'll show you how to make the cider. So get inviting your friends. Anyway, today what I'm doing is making elderflower champagne. Now you start with a real basic ingredients. It's water. Bring the water to the boil.
Warning.
Don't make elderflower champagne if you're under 18 years of age. When it's just off the boil, the 2 litres of water, you add 1 kilogram of sugar, date and Lyle. Oh, not allowed to advertise. Keep stirring until it's all dissolved. When the sugar has completely dissolved, remove from the heat and let it cool to room temperature. Meanwhile, pick the heads of 15 elderflowers and clean them and remove any dead flowers or cobwebs or insects. That's a good one, ready to pick, and that's a not such a good one, not ready to pick. So we need 15, just like the first one that I showed you. Clean and remove any bugs, otherwise you won't have a vegetarian wine. Make sure you do wash them because that's what I had left after washing mine. And now the magic starts. Put the yeast mixed up with some of the champagne, pour it into the bucket. Let's give it a bit of a wash out. And then give it a good stir. Stirring it up. And then cover. Day 3 of the Elderflower champagne, and each day what you'll need to do is take the cover off and then give the fruit cap a good stir. And one thing I haven't mentioned yet, I've put 4 lemons in there as well, right at the very start, okay, and they'll give it a really good taste. Okay, so make sure you're stirring regularly. It doesn't look great at the moment, but that is going to taste superb. Morning. A little bit of rain overnight, but the weather's looking pretty good. What I'm doing I've got some old carpet. In fact, it's brand new carpet. It's offcuts from a carpet we had put in the house. And I'm just putting it on top of the compost bin. Keeps a little bit of heat in. Okay, and these are all good tips. Now, one of my friends called Christian from Shrewsbury, he's got some really good tips, and he's got a really good garden in Shrewsbury. Okay, and we're going to take a look at it now.
Good morning, Nigel. This is Chris here. Just a quick one. We've got a baby wren, as you can possibly hear it chirping away in the background. Bit of rhubarb there. Logs that I've had to empty from the log store because I'm having a new shed built, and it was on the end, which is, the shed is completely rotten, so you'll have to excuse the mess down here, just trying to sort out some stuff. We've got baby cabbages here ready to go down, and broccoli to go down to the allotment. We've got runner beans ready to go down to the allotment as well in the next couple of days. This is where the log store was, with rats and everything. We've got tomato plants growing absolutely mad here at the moment. Got some flowers on them, which is good, and the cucumbers, which are going berserk. I've just harvested about 7 or 8 cucumbers. As you can see, we've got a really good crop going this year, and some pak choi that have gone to seed, which we'll be eating later, maybe. And that's about it for now.
What a lovely garden. Thanks very much for sharing that, Chris. Okay, now what we're going to do, okay, if you would like to do exactly like Christian's done, okay, and share some videos with us, all you need to do is to private message them to me. They need to be filmed in landscape and in 16:9 format, which is widescreen. Send them in to me and you will appear in a future video. Okay, I look forward to seeing them. Well, that's it for another episode. I'm just going to get myself back in before it starts to rain. Thank you for sharing your friends, Amu and Becky, that was wonderful. Okay, please share Facebook to your friends, get them invited onto the group, and also subscribe to YouTube as well. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.